Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Reiki and Journey. I do have a dentist appointment for a cleaning, so this is probably going to be a shorter one so I can get there on time. Okay. Hello, Sal and Richie and the other people here. So they told me to grab my driftwood, my river finds. Hi, La Luna. So they're wet. It's raining. And then this beauty. I had to grab two. Isn't this a cool stick? It's got a little bit of, let me see. That looks like we got some seeds stuck in there. We got some leaves stuck in there, but it's a super cool stick. I love it. Okay. So did everybody bring a stick? BYOS. Okay. Happy holidays to everybody out there. Just wish that my wish is everyone is out there nice and safe with all of their travels. And my kiddo's downstairs making the dog howl. La Luna says they have a beautiful aspen one. I have a quote here that says, inhale love, exhale gratitude. That is my friend Joseph Greywolf in Sedona. He would always say, inhale love and exhale gratitude. And so that's what today's about. We got our sticks, we got our Greywolf, we've got our love and gratitude. I started the Reiki before we came on. Ta'ntuya. So Tuta, my helper beings, they're like almost as if they're like homemade brooms, you know? They're like sweeping us into, like we're little children, and they're like sweeping us into a gathering here. And you too. Come and gather, come and gather. Manu, nanu, nanu, nanu. Tu tiama, kushava. Tianu, titia, mago, tiama. Ya tianu, ashtata, tiatianu. A ye tita, anu tutu, pakuna. Marshewa, 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 paona. Pauna, pauna, pauna. Pamama yeniawa. Yeti. I feel them going down our spine. Kuya, 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 kuya. Energize, energize, energize. Yatiano on the back of the neck. Yatui aana, right where the head attaches. Yanui. Tanu ashimawai. Tianu shewai. Pama wa 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 ye tiao maku ashama tiawa. They're showing me this beautiful tree, Tutokuma Eshtita. And for the folks out there that see things in trees and rocks and whatnot, and everything else out there, they're showing me this this female, this elder, this grandmother, in the tupa anku matu in the tree. And I was thinking the heart of the tree, but they're like, only the tree truly knows where its heart lies. Anotano, anotano, aokono, ushtata. And it's a way for the grandmother being in this tree to really be fully witnessing what is going on. Tutiango shewa, they get a taste of the water through their roots. Tuta mama tiawa, how is the soil doing in our lives? Yanoti, are we getting enough of the water? Maltiti, are we getting too much? Titi anku, titi anku, titi anku. Atito no 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 shtita. Yeah, tutonoma. And speaking of tutononoshtita, us as trees, she says, how how is your skin? How is your bark? How is your protection? Tiotono tu, tiano tutono tuaka. How is your bark? Manoka, manoka, atitononoshte, ntu a, kiana, kiana. Are there some pieces missing? Kawashewa. Like the world's the woodpeckers in your lives, have they come in and just like irritated you? Or maybe they came in to clean something up. Patu papa no shtita, the eye is in the beholder. Ankoishti, anutia, atutiama poshtita nutia wa. So many ways of looking at things. My loves. Yama, ushta, ewa. Tama ushtitanu. Yetiama. You can go in there and you can try to use like tu papa tu tito baba ushtita, the sticky stuff that comes out of the trees. Yata. Papa quick you can use the sap to like glue on different pieces. Tano kaushtita. Tiano kushtita yewa. But those are like the stories. It will just fall back. It will fall off because that's our story. Something we've walked through, swam in. So those visible things. That we went through fire and water and snow and all of the elements of our lives. Is there a part of you that's either outside of your body or maybe on your skin or maybe in your body where you just want to focus on and just witness that was a story. Is it skin deep, she says? Oh, or does it run deep like a trench? Is it visible? Is it not visible? Taona, taona, e ati omoku I tatno pa tia oka. Anutiama shewa, just checking in with it. Tututitana mama goyewa, your story. Tetamawa. Is the story ongoing, or is that story up on the shelf? Otiako, atiako, anatitunono kapawashima. And I see the story written on the bark that's not on the tree anymore, and it being in the fire, and it releases fragrance and light. Sometimes it has like if it's fresh, it's got the, maybe some of that life essence, that sap that sizzles a little bit in the fire. And they're like, the fire gets a little bit brighter when we throw those stories in. Kona yetiano ma estetau komama wa yewa ntau totiama estetau mama yewa nui. Does it spark something? Totano shtita, is it an amplifier for something? Anu tiapa, ena. You put your hand on the stove and it teaches you. Tatopama, don't do that. If you do that again, it needs to be like in an emergency, like you grab something, but don't do it. If you just that's the lesson. On the paper. And some are deeper than the touching of the hot stove. Some are the fire around you. And just, she says to just check in. Atitono no no shtita, almost in a way of like the memories. Tutiano tono kupamawa. Like what's the volume of the memory of that? Shenatio, and some, it's okay to not think about those things too. She says that and tiamaku, but what if there was like a volume? Patitu no shtitanu. Yo papakio no tioa, you can turn down the volume, or you could turn up the brightness so bright that it's like the sun and psh. And then she's like, maybe it's an etch-a-sketch. Maybe it's got the two dials. And she's like, you're using all the ingredients from that as the etch-a-sketch to create something new. Always with the opportunity to turn the etch-a-sketch upside down and shake it and start again. That's what's so great is the new beginnings. There's no limit on the new beginnings. Matutuma. One thing my friend Joseph Graywolf would always say is for our children's children, for our children's children. And one thing the grandmother is saying today is thinking of yourself as almost as if it's the ancestral line of you, where it's like it's you and your beginnings and how it unfolds, and just thinking about if you were your children's children, like inner child. And they say, go deep within the tree of you and just thinking about yourself in that way, the many, many pieces and parts of you. Just going within. And let's just say if we're going within and we are the tree and we're thinking about the inner parts of us, the younger parts of us, the future parts of us. Can you hear things in the trees? Can you feel the outside elements of life that are muffled on the outside of you? Panoti. Anu tamao kutiti. Tano nanoka. Tako na yema yiwa no ashima yiwa. And it's interesting, they're saying while we're within this tree and life is muffled outside of us, they're bringing in like pest control. They're bringing in and they're like, don't worry, because they're coming in with this flamethrower type thing just to burn off. It's a quick burn off. And they said that it's not going to affect the bark of us. It's going to feel like almost like when somebody puts like a warm blanket on you right out of the dryer. And we're nice in this inner tree with the muffled noises. And we just sit in this tree while they're taking care of the pests out there. And the tree says, come on in and have a seat. We'll have some tea. They've made some tea for us. They're like, tell me the tea, drink the tea. What is going out there in the world? All of you come in here and have a seat in this beautiful tree. Just chit-chatting. And she says, what is the sky like out there? Tomoshtita, how beautiful are the birds. Yanotitita mamakoshita, are the storms still strong out there? Maye wow tiamashtita, does it still smell beautiful when the rain falls? Makoye. Daoshtitanu. So long this grandmother has been in the tree. Anu daoka. With pleasure. Madutiama, with purpose. Yatanama mashti. Anatanana ko yewa mama yiwa tiawa kuma tiako. Piama tota yena all day watching the animals, watching whatever passes by. Uya tana, the seen, the unseen, utianoka. And she shares her stories with you as you share your stories with her. Kuyan mano ina naka. Wow, what a pleasure to have a guest. Yanuka. And she gives you the tea that's been filtered through the roots. Tu ta'unku. Ta'unka. Wow. Tiama washtita no kutita no washtita yewa. It's like Pama, it's like the mother tree tea. Oka yanu kama ishtita yewa. Au katan tutuma shiwa. And she asks, how are the seeds out there? Mankukano. The seeds, how are the seeds? Do they still have the same frequency and the same sound? Uyana. She says back when she was not the tree. Was there a time you weren't the tree? No, you're always the tree. Atitama, when I was the sapling, una, ayema, tutano. I always thought I was big and I was strong, but yet tutama tawawa, the bigger tree, was like, you're still a sapling. Kutano shtita, so many things to grow through, so many things to witness. Nunama. Yawa tutano tamashtita. Yewa, you are not tutano shtitama, the big tree. Ya tianuka. Ya tiamashtiwa. Ya titama mama kiawa. Monu tiano. So the sapling kunka ukano kayewa learned how to be flexible and strong at the same time. Momatiawa always didn't work out. Matupama kuayewa. Sometimes the snow was heavy. Manatiawa no kapanu shewa. Sometimes the moose would come along and lean up against it when it was laying down. But it was a pleasure to spend time with the moose. Aye, tamanunama. Yawa. And she says, do you have fatigue? No ta nti. Mako nako e anoka e eshewa. She says she sees us. Yatutamama tired. Ankuka. Oh yeah. With the darkness under the eyes sometimes the puffy eyes from the crying, or the mamo yawa just from sleeping. Kutiti. No. She says trees love to take in things. So while you're sitting here having the tea, if you'd like to just to rest here for a second, to let the fatigue drain out, almost as if you've been taking a bath and the fatigue is the water around you, and you pull up you pull the drain. And see that water, the fatigue draining right down right down into the tree. She loves it. Tu yao mao. She says, "You feed my future children, the children's children. Kotiano shtita with this liquid, with the fatigue. Mamo kaya monai." Tanu titano shtita yewa na tatu tano toto shtita. She calls in the squirrels, the nice squirrels. Titano mo shtita yewa no. They have like they filled up the acorns like they're cups, the hollow acorns, and they're bringing in water. They're like the water brigade to get the residue off of you. It's going to take a long process, it feels like. But how rewarding. And she's saying, would you dry yourself off with a skunk? She says, no, I don't think you would dry yourself off with a skunk. Titoma patuta iwa. She's like, the lesson, if you did, is tutamushtata is the scent of something. You might grab something. In a metaphorical way, that's like drying yourself off with a skunk. What are those things in your lives? Are you choosing something that's got that skunk vibe that's going to stink up your life? Why would you dry yourself off with a skunk? She laughs at us. And she says, walk out of the tree and leave any of your worries here with me. She likes to use them as yarn, as to weave something with our worries, our burdens, whether we are aware of them or unaware of them. If you'd like to leave them with her, you can. And we walk out of the tree naked. And what dries us? Is it the sun? Kutama iwa. Is it the wind? Is it time? Payamao tutamao pauko. Maybe our guides and helpers have the softest, most absorbent towels waiting for us. She says you wouldn't dry yourself off with a stick either. What are those sticks and what are those skunk choices out there that are scratchy and smelly? Just something to think on. She's got plenty of time to think of these metaphors. Tiano mama kuyua. And she says, as we come to the end of this journey, Manu, no. Ya tiama ka'o, ye tiano koshema, ya no tiawa. Ato tiama, we breathe in love. Exhale gratitude. Inhale love. Exhale gratitude. Love, gratitude. Ano pauto no panoka. Yano tiawa. Awa. Eti. Amao. Ashtata. Anuti. Amako. Aye. Atuna. Ashema. Otuyawa. Akuyema. Oya. Oya tiama. Matu wama shewa. Kuya. Fiamano e tai tawano e mao shewa. Yano e nama shema wa kukia. Tapping the inside of your feet. Energize. The tapping of the inner side of the feet. Makotia amaka. Anna, wake up, wake up. Those meridians. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Pa, wa, tu, pa. Those ley lines of you. Ah, yeah, ma, potana pa. Wano ni na na na, wano ni na na na. Kuyama, kuyama, kuyama. Yana ti mama kuya wa wa wa, matui wa, ushtatano. Seeing the toes energized, the bottom of the feet energized, top of the foot, the ankle, the heel. Opening up those areas. And that brings us to the end of our journey today. Safe travels to you. Visit your tree. Grandma was always happy. Grandma's always happy to have time with you in the tree. I am off to a dentist appointment. So that's what my alarm was for. Yeah, lovely spending time with you guys today. Go out there and live. Bye, everybody. I will see you. Let me see. Will I see you next year? I don't know. Bye, everybody.